Hi, good morning and welcome to meditation. Today is the 31st of August. I would like to meditate with you in Revelation chapter 1, verse 20. But I would like to read verse 19 as well. Write therefore what you have seen, what is now, and what will take place later. The mystery of the 7 stars that you saw in my right hand and of the 7 golden lampstands is this. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches. So the churches and the messengers, they are in his hands. The mystery of the 7 stars that you saw in my right hand. So we are not on his left hand, but on his right hand. So if you belong to Christ, if you are filled with the Holy Spirit, and there is no Christian who is not filled with the Holy Spirit, because Romans chapter 8 verse 9 says that those who haven't got the Spirit, they don't belong to Christ. To belong to Christ is to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And Romans chapter 5 verse 5 says that the Holy Spirit has poured out God's love into our heart. So we belong to Jesus. And because we belong to Jesus, he's got us in his right hand. Revelation says in Revelation 17 verse 14 that Jesus is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. So the Lord is not your pastor, it's not the Pope, it's nobody but Jesus. The church is not a club, it's not an association, it's not even a denomination. The church is a living body composed of people who are filled with the Holy Spirit. And look, that in a body there is one head in the body. That's all. And Paul says that the head is Jesus. There is no other head, otherwise it would be in a horror movie with a body with 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads. That's the beast, isn't it? The beast has got 10 heads. But the church is a body with one head. The head is Christ. Christ alone. There is nobody else guiding the church. No man, no woman, no institution, no other power, only Jesus. And we are his body. We are in his hand. We belong to him. That's very important. So this letter that was sent, this book called Revelation, was sent to 7 churches in Asia Minor. Why 7? Why not 8, 10, 12, 13? It talks about a few 7 churches in Asia Minor, and the only one who is really known is Ephesus. Of course, we have heard of Laodicea. We see it in the book of Colossians, but the other churches, we never heard of them before. Why 7? It's because we are talking here of a message that is destined to every Christian, every person, every time, not just at the end of times. That's a mistake. It's nothing in the book says that. It is for everyone at all times. We are going to read, of course, not now, but we are going to meditate on Revelation chapter 2 and 3, where the texts to the letters to the churches were written. And you see that there are a lot of things about the church in Ephesus that is very close to what is happening at your church today. The only thing that is actually you need to understand here is that as Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11 and verse 15, whoever has ears, let them hear. And then in verse chapter 13, verse 9 of Matthew as well. So 11, 15, 13, 9, and then 13, 43. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of the Father. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Have you got ears? So listen to what the Spirit is telling you in the book of Revelation. And everything there is for you, and it is for you today. If you read chapter 2 and chapter 3 of Revelation, you see that at the end of every letter to every church, there's going to be this phrase: whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. So the Spirit is talking to us today. And what is the message that the Spirit is giving us today? The message is this, that we belong to Christ. We are in his right hand, and he is the only Lord and the only King, and we are all his servants. God bless you.